Right, here we have another interesting simultaneous equation type question, and the diagram shows a straight line where y equals kx, and it's intersecting a curve where y equals n over x at the point PQ. And we want to find P and find Q, and we're going to give each answer in terms of k and n. We're going to give each answer in terms of k and n. Now the P value, key thing here to work out, is the P value is equal to the x value and the Q value is equal to the y value. So bear that in mind. So we've got y equals kx, we've got y equals kx, and we've got y equals n over x. So therefore these y values here and here must be the same. So therefore these values must be the same. So we know that kx must equal n over x. If we multiply throughout by x, we'll get kx squared equals n. So x squared will equal n over k. So x will equal plus or minus the square root of n over k. But we're quite clearly in the first quadrant here, the positive quadrant. X is positive, y is positive. So therefore the x value will be equal to the square root of n over k. And then we put that into one of our y questions. I think it's best to put it into this one. It's the easiest one. So y will equal k times the square root of n. I'm going to split the square roots because it's the same as the square root of n over the square root of k. And k divided by the square root of k is just equal to the square root of k. So what we've got here, k divided by the square root of k is just the square root of k. So I've got the square root of k times the square root of n, and it's probably best written as the square root of k times n. But either way, any of these you'll probably be okay with, especially these two. This one, it doesn't say, it does say simplest form, so this isn't good enough. So you've got to, either of these two would be okay. Right, now we're given that P equals 2Q. Oh, what I haven't done, sorry, I made a mistake, is I haven't found the P and the Q. Now the P, remember, is the x value. So P equals the square root of n over k. And also this implies Q will equal k n all square rooted. Sorry about that. So here we go. We're going to scroll down a bit. We're given that P equals 2Q. So given that this is equal to 2 times this. So we know that n over k square rooted is equal to 2 times the square root of k n. And if we square both sides, we get n over k will equal 4 times k n. Next what we're going to do is we're going to multiply throughout by k. So we get n equals 4k squared n. And then we've got n equals 4k squared n. So we can actually cancel out the n's. So n divided by n is going to leave us with a 1 here. And then we're going to get 4k squared. Scroll that down a little bit. And we're going to get 1 over 4 equals k squared. So therefore k will equal the square root of a quarter, which is plus or minus a half. Now if we go back to our original question, it's worth checking what k is. Now k is a positive value because y equals kx. It's a positive gradient here. So in this case, what k will equal a half. Okay, it's important to reference back to your question to check. You know, quite often when you've got plus or minus, it's always worth checking back to the original question to see which one's going to give you the right answer. So k will actually equal a half in this question.